Welcome friends once again to TV Box Top, the channel for the best reviews in TV boxes and accessories. My name is Nick, and on today's video we have a new release of the Beelink GT King TV box converted into a retro gaming console called the Beelink Super Console X King. This new model has upgraded hardware to now include Wi-Fi 6 technology. It also runs on Android TV OS operating system, and it also includes Core Elec and EmuElec operating systems to facilitate its retro gaming platforms. So in this review, we take a look at its new hardware and its primary feature, which is its retro gaming platforms, so stay tuned. Welcome back, and in the box you have a number of items suited for what this box is intended for, and that is for emulation gaming. Starting with the TV box itself. A Bluetooth voice remote, one HDMI cable, a 12 volts 2 amps DC power adapter, a pair of gamepad controllers. Already inserted into the box is an SD card with the EmuElec operating system preloaded with over 47,000 retro games. You get a separate SD card with Core Elec operating system preloaded. You get a Beelink user manual and a manual for the Bluetooth remote. And you also get a user guide for the EmuElec retro gaming platform. So the design of the GT King itself has not changed, with the LED glowing skull logo to the top. To the rear it has one HDMI port, one RJ45GB LAN port, one optical audio port, one USB 2.0 port, one AV port, and the DC power input jack. To one side it has two USB 3.0 ports and an SD card reader with the EmuElec SD card already inserted. To the other side has a Wi-Fi 6 branding. To the front there's an LED power light. And below the box you have a large anti-skid rubber pad and a reset pinhole button. When you start the box with the SD card removed, you will notice that the operating system is not from Beelink and it's a custom ROM from the developer Alvatech. This custom ROM was built using the Android 9 TV OS operating system with features such as 4K display up to 2160p at 60Hz. It has HDR display. It has audio output options to switch between HDMI and optical audio. It has Netflix ESN listed here, but in reality there is no ESN certification. It has Google Widevine Level 1 with HDCP version 1 protection. It has a file server settings. And it has Google Assistant feature. This custom ROM does not have any surround sound audio options. However, this video is not about its Android operating system, only to say that you can install your favorite streaming APKs and enjoy your favorite streams of movies and TV shows. Also, if you load the right APK version of Netflix, you can get movies in HD 1080p. That's all I can say for now about its Android operating system, and to the end of this video, I will do a quick summary of its benchmarks and where it places on the rankings chart. If you reinsert the SD card and restart the box, you will automatically boot into the EmuElec operating system, and it will also boot directly into the King Hank RetroArch emulation station platform. On this RetroArch platform, it has 59 emulators with over 47,000 retro games. I will quickly scroll through the emulators and see if you can pick up your favorite ones. Now, if you were born in the 70s and went to school in the 90s, then you know that retro game titles such as Street Fighter, Samurai Shodown, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Contra, Centipede, The Simpsons, NBA Jam, Ninja Turtles, Ninja Gaiden, Galaga, Cruisin', Shinobi, Shadow Dancer, and so much more. These are just a few of the big-name retro gaming titles that you would have enjoyed, and you can find them on this platform in single-player and dual-player modes. If you would like to know if your favorite game is in this list, please put them in the comments and I will confirm it for you. Finding your game among 59 emulators from over 47,000 games will be difficult, so the developer of the RetroArch platform made it easy by including a search feature that will allow you to search for a single game across all emulators at once and will deliver results in all versions of the game and on all emulators. This is done by pressing X on the gamepad to bring up the search console, then using the direction pad on the joystick, navigate to the keyboard and using the B button to select keys. Once you have searched and located your favorite game, select it with the gamepad and press and hold the Y button to add it to favorites. To select and start any game, press the B button. There is no exit menu in any of the games, so to exit the game, press the Start and Select button at the same time twice. Some might be wondering if there's an option to add your own emulator or ROM to this platform. The manual states that you can, but the process can be tricky and you may end up losing all games if the micro SD card is mistakenly formatted. This interface is called the ALK Full Team, but there is also another team installed called the Crystal Team. The user interface gives you quick access to Restart Emulation Station. You can access the RetroArch platform directly, and you can restart or shut down the box. In the main menu, you have display settings, but I highly recommend that you don't adjust the video mode from 1080p, as it may send the display out of range, and once this is done, you cannot see anything on the screen, and you will have to feel your way through the distortion to get it back to show in 1080p, so I suggest you leave it as it is. You have game settings. You have controller settings. You have user interface settings. This is where you can change the theme. You have game collection settings. You have song settings. You have network settings where you can select your Wi-Fi network or you can connect directly via LAN cable. You have scrape settings. You have updates and downloads. And you have system settings. So that's about it, and the rest is just having fun playing whatever game you used to enjoy in the 90s. I can go on for hours featuring a game title after game title and still I won't be able to cover all of them. But by far, the most popular retro game of the 90s is the Street Fighter series, and if you are a Street Fighter arcade fan, then on this platform you have all of them. To tell you how exciting this box is, at the point of making this video, I'm already receiving phone calls from my friends asking me to take it off my hands. So this is my first emulation TV box and I'm quite surprised and impressed with the volume of games at your disposal and that they all run smoothly, there is no freezing, and the audio quality is great. I tried the 2-player mode and it works great, and there's also the option in some games for up to 4 players. So that's it for the retro gaming platform, and I now return to the Android operating system for some final comments. The Android TV OS custom ROM by Alvatech is nice and suited to those who enjoy the Android TV OS platform, and if this is what you're looking for, then I encourage you to purchase this box. However, this operating system is a bit limited for my needs, so seeing that there is the original firmware available, I decided to flash it back to its original firmware. Now, if doing this voids your warranty, then I highly advise against doing this, but I'm doing this just to demonstrate the options you have with this purchase. So if you would like to flash this box back to its original firmware, you have to use the firmware version 915P0_WOL from Beelink, because this box has a serial number that begins with 9B69X, which is the latest GT King Wi-Fi 6 model. You must also use the USB burning tool version 2.1.7.0, as any other version will not detect the box. Once the flashing process is completed, you will then have a fully functional Beelink GT King with root access. If you are wondering by doing this if it would affect booting the retro gaming platform, it does not. All you have to do is insert the SD card, press and hold the reset button, and insert the power cable, and it will boot right into the retro gaming platform. Once you leave the SD card in the slot, every time you reboot thereafter, it will boot directly into the gaming platform. Just remember, if you remove the SD card and boot back into Android, you will have to hold the reset button again to boot back into the gaming platform. So for a quick summary of the GT King's hardware and performance, it has 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage with Bluetooth 4.1. Its CPU is the Amlogic S922X hexa-core CPU clocked at 2.2 GHz with only 32-bit ABI's support. Its GPU is the Mali G52 with OpenGL ES 3.2 support. It has dual-band Wi-Fi 6 support. The operating system is Android 9 Pie and the box is rooted. The box idles around 50 degrees Celsius and it has Dolby Vision and DTS HD decoders. It plays 4K HDR videos perfectly and it outputs Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, DTS HD Master Audio and Dolby Surround. However, it does not output Dolby True HD. Here's a quick slideshow of its benchmarks. The included SD card with the Core Elec operating system boots the same as the EmuElec. The only difference with the Alvatech custom ROM is that as soon as you plug it in, it will boot automatically. But if you reinstall the Beelink operating system like I did, you will have to hold the reset button and then it will automatically boot thereafter. For those who prefer to use Core Elec instead of EmuElec for emulation, you can do so with this included operating system. So in summary, the hardware and performance of the TV box itself, the Beelink GT King Wi-Fi 6 edition, is a very powerful, high-performance model and is ideal in this instance for what it was intended for, and that is to act as a gaming console for retro gaming. Not to mention its very high placement on the rankings chart at position number 3. However, as you saw in the video, you can revert to its original software and enjoy all the features of the GT King and at the same time still use it as a retro gaming console. So with that said, I believe in this purchase you are getting value for money and at the same time you have options beyond what you would normally get with a basic GT King model. So if you would like to get your hands on this gaming console / TV box along with the pair of gaming controllers and the SD cards with the retro gaming platform and Core Elec, you can get the entire package using the link in the description below this video, where it's the only place online you can find it. So this brings to an end my review. Thanks for watching. Give this video the thumbs up if you like this box and the retro gaming platform. If you are new to this channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell before leaving to be notified when I release more videos like this one in the future. So stay tuned and see you in the next one.